Don't complain. Don't murmur. Don't talk negative. Average people talk normal. Average people use their time to whine and complain. Average people talk problems. The greats talk solutions. I'm taking ownership.
Michael Jordan, when he was a kid, dreamed about making the last shot. Kobe dreamed about making the last shot. And the greats, they just don't put up the first, the second, the third. But what I've learned about the greats is that they understand it's a sense of urgency that once the clock goes out, it's a W or an L. There is no middle ground. You either win or you lose. It's a different mentality, and the greats are the greats because they have a different mentality. The greats don't play for themselves. The greats understand that they play as a team. When they ask Michael Jordan, who's the best, MJ, you or LeBron? Who's the best, you or Kobe? He says, no, y'all got it twisted. It's not who's the greatest player, it's who's the greatest team.
Stop being average. Average people can't forgive. Average people can't let go. The greats, we do whatever it takes. We do whatever it takes to be happy. It's our time. I can. I can. I will. I will. I will. I will my way through every situation, every trial, every tribulation. I will my way through it. You're not finished. If you're alive, you're not finished. No, you got another gear in you.
To become a victor and not a victim.
I didn't get here making excuses. You gotta get to the point where it hurts. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. But I'm not gonna cry about it. No, I'm not a part of the country club. Nope, I'm not. I don't hang out with them, but I'm still gonna be successful. I'm still gonna get to where they are. Why? Because I owe it to myself. And can't nobody stop me but me. You will not destroy us. You will not defeat us to the day I die. It's your mental toughness, your mental strength. We can, we will, and we must get through this. This is what's so sweet about success. That as long as you stay in failure, that you get satisfied with that, when you actually come over to success, it's the same thing. Like, you gotta have more and more and more of it. Just like when you're in poverty, you can keep doing it. When you become successful, so I went with the master's degree. Then when I went with the PhD, we came out with an album. I wrote 3 books. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Now I'm at a point where I have this sensational desire for more success. So after I finish with the degree, now I start working out. I'm ready to hit this marathon. Now I got another book coming. Now I'm trying to win a Nobel Peace Prize. Now we're trying to do a reality show. I'm telling you, would get from the dark side. You get from being a loser, low self-esteem, doubt, and fear. If you can find your way on this side, guys, it's sweeter on this side. Many of you have not activated who you are because you don't know what you want. Execution is worship. Execution is worship. Execution is worship. Execution is worship. You get away with a lot of stuff when you start executing. And I'm telling you, if you execute, you're gonna be on a whole other level. What do you want? And there are those of you in this room, you are great. You are phenomenal, and you're not walking in it. Accept it. And now let's walk in it. The dream is yours, but you're saying, I'm not worthy of the dream. You're probably not, but it's been given to you anyway. I really don't know what I want. I am not walking in my greatness. My esteem is not where it should be. I'm accepting things that I probably shouldn't accept. And when I leave today, I'm ready to embrace the true me. Listen to me, as you're trying to get to that next level of success, you legitimately have to know what that is if somebody's gonna be able to help you out. Listen to what I'm saying. I knew what I wanted, and the first thing some of you in this room have to do, you gotta get to the place where you know what you want. And then once you find out what you want, spend the rest of your natural life waking up and going after it. That's what I do. I wake up every single day and I go after what I want. But if you don't know what you want, what are you even waking up for?
E.T., why am I not fired up? E.T., why am I sleeping in? Because you don't have a reason to get up. You don't have a reason to wake up early in the morning. You don't have a reason to work out. But you better stop making excuses and find a way to win. Because once you start winning, I'm telling you, I can't explain it to you, but doors start opening, opportunities start happening. But what you cannot do is you cannot quit during the process. You cannot give up because it ain't what you see. You cannot give up. And when you become a winner, they start seeing you with winners. And so I need you to create a culture of winning. And do me a favor, you don't have to win at a whole bunch of stuff. Just win one day at a time. You cannot give up. What you got to do is, you heard it. Champions keep going when they don't have anything left in their tank. That's the difference between the greats. That's what separates them. When they don't have no more, when it's over, when they're tired, when they're frustrated, when they're ready to give up, when they spent their last dime, that's when they get started. Are you hearing me? It's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money, when all your energy gone, when you have nothing left. That's when it's showtime. When you find a way out of no way. When you find breath that you don't have. When you find energy that did not exist. When you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way. I wish I could tell you you tired, go take a break. I wish I could tell you it's gonna get easier. I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, it's gonna get lighter. The weight is gonna get light. I wish I could tell you that, but that's not the truth. The truth is you gotta find something within. So I need you to do me a favor, guys. I need you to win. Until you know what you want, you will not get good rest. If you don't know what you want, then you've not begun to live yet. You gotta find something within, and that's gotta push you, and that's gotta elevate you, and that's gotta drive you, and that's gotta move you. And when you find out what your why is, and your why gotta be deeper than you, when you find your why, you don't hit snooze no more. When you find your why, you find a way to make it happen. There is no excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. No excuse. And I can't explain it, but you better feel me. Winners win and losers lose. I can't explain it any better than that. I must. I know many of you, I couldn't hardly read when I got to college. You gonna let me outdo you? You're greater than that. And so I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to dig deep. Excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. No excuse. You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. Until you get to that point, you let you down. Tell me what you complaining about. Winners complain. Winners want to hear themselves talk. Champions do not complain. Why? Because they're focusing on what they said they wanted to do as a goal. So the only thing you're missing now is, are you willing to get up and do the work? Well, we gonna complain, y'all. We gonna work. You have a chance to control your destiny. That, my friend, is the American dream, not a Cadillac.
I need you to give you your best. Come on, I'm pleading with you. Look, I'm gonna say it one more time. I need you to give you your all. I didn't say your kids. I didn't say your spouse. I didn't say your best friend. I need you for the next 30 days to give you every single thing you got.
So do me a favor, do you want it or not? The truth is, you gotta find something within. You gotta find something within, and that's gotta push you, and that's gotta elevate you, and that's gotta drive you, and that's gotta move you. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. I let me down. You are a champion, think like one. I value myself enough to give 120% or don't do it. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? You're not intentional and deliberate. You are hoping. It's like people want change more than they want to change. For those of you who want to change, you don't have to be wired. You're already wired to be critical.
You're already wired to peep out flaws. You're already wired to do it. What you need to do is take that same energy and apply it to yourself. You have to go intentional and deliberate. How many times do I criticize others versus how many times I criticize myself? How many times do I try to correct others? How many times do I correct myself? If it don't drive you, don't want that. So whatever it is you see that you don't have, if it drives you, go, I want that. And then you gotta change. But you can't say you want that and you don't want change. Anytime you want anything you don't have, you have to do something to get that, because if you were the person that could have it, you would already have it. You'd have it already. You don't have it, and so you want it. So you have to become something different. You didn't have that, but you went after it.
Be clear. What do you want? What do you want specifically? Like, you need to be clear on what you want. And I was willing to go through whatever I had to go through to get what I wanted. I knew what I had. That's not what I wanted. It doesn't matter how I'm living right now, because how I'm gonna live. And so it's difficult for you because you don't have no clarity.
You're gonna figure out who you are, why you tick, what you do, and then you're gonna be able to take who you are and what you do and make money.
I want you to be brave enough when something's not working, do it right. You can't keep doing what you were doing before because you're losing.
But if you can't implement the necessary changes in your life, you won't be able to improve yourself or your situation. If you want to change your situation, you got to get in new information.
I just knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted. I was clear on it.
I'm committed, but I don't know that I'm convicted. Here's what I want y'all to know. We have to be careful, because some of us get an attitude because we're looking for things that people who are convicted get when we just committed. But I just want you to stop expecting what people with convictions have when you just committed. Stop doing that, because now you mad, like, oh, okay, so coach ain't gonna start me. You just committed. You ain't got no conviction to the game. You just play when it's time to play. That person is up all day, every day, running, lifting weight. Michael Jordan was convicted about basketball. Kobe was convicted about basketball. That's why Mike is who he is. Not because he was the greatest ever, but the conviction that, like, didn't nobody want it as bad as he wanted. He was convicted. Some of us, we let our feelings, like, I ain't feeling it, I'm not with it. That's why I know I'm not convicted to run it. Because I always run when I feel like it. I never missed a day when I felt like it. I've never run, though, when I've not felt it. One of the things you have to do is operate in conviction and not commit.
If you gonna win, if they gonna put your name and the number up there, you just can't play this game, because there are other teams that want to do exactly what you gotta do. So what you gotta do in practice is 1, 2, 3. In practice. If you can't dominate in practice, you can't dominate when the lights come on. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. I dominate at 3 o'clock in the morning. I dominate when everybody's asleep. I dominate at 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning. At 8, I go back to bed. Why? Because y'all just getting up.
But I'm committed to it. Your everyday routine is clarity.
Come on, we have a vision, we have a mission, we have a visionary, we have a mission. Our goal is to move the needle, not surround ourselves with loyal people who ain't competent.
Guys, I see your true colors. A trial or a tribulation hit, and now you wondering if I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do, so now you're gonna switch the game up. Okay, I want you to see where you are so you can make the adjustment.
I need you to eat, sleep, breathe, dominate. We're not playing to the level of our competition no more. Everything you do is gonna be in a way that nobody else does. Paying attention, being locked in and focused. Paying attention, being locked in and focused. Listen to me very closely. I take it personal when I do what I do. I don't care who we going up against. 1, 2, 3. Wake up every single day. I was here before I was here. I was up this morning here. I've been here before. I was in this spot right here. I was talking from right here.
This thing, bruh.
Your mama might be a millionaire. You might come from privilege. Your daddy might hook you up with a car. Work you. What you got to do in practice is 1, 2, 3. In practice. Not in the field. That's just, some of y'all, that's your problem. You think that you can dominate when the lights come on. If you can't dominate in practice, you can't dominate when the lights come on. I get up every...
All you want to do is be successful. As bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
And when you get to success, it's not about skill. When you get to a certain level of success, it's about stamina. It's sweat, it's blood, it's tears. There are no shortcuts to success. Stop thinking they are, and stop wanting people to put you somewhere that you didn't earn. I fought too long, I fought too hard. I will break you before you break me.
What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want?
The decisions you make right now is up to you.
I really feel like if I do these things, I'm going to be successful. Execute on the things that you said you were going to execute on.
You have to outwork them. You gotta outgrind them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You gotta execute.
The reason why I speak with so much passion, because I'm talking about my life, not something that I read. There is no excuse for not living up to the fullest potential. No excuse. Don't let your words guide you. Let your actions guide you. Now listen to me. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care what you're going through. As long as you're waking up, you're still in the game. As long as you're alive, you can still make it happen. As long as that breath in your nostrils, you still in the game. You still can win. Now get your butt up. I hope I do not believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
This is in you. And going back to kind of your story of the victim mindset.
Yeah.
You know, your mom lies to you about your dad. You don't see your dad. You know, abandoned warehouses. You know, all the problems. Inner city kids struggle, getting kicked out of school, struggling. You had everything against you, right?
Hold on, no. See, I'm glad you said that. You had everything against you. No, the greatest problem was I was against me.
Oh.
Nobody ever told me I was my greatest asset.
Yeah.
I'm my greatest asset. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you don't activate you, the environment doesn't matter anyway. Great environment, bad environment, and anything you activate, anything you do for you, it's gonna blow out. But at the end of the day, you have to be the first thing that you invest in. And if you invest in you, I just believe there's nothing that can stop you. I'm telling you, we can't lose our hope, because once you lose your hope, you lose everything. I'm here to tell you that once you get started, you can't stop until you get there. I'm telling you, when you get in the boat, you make a commitment. It doesn't matter if the gale.
Absolutely.
Let's go. It doesn't matter how you feel. Listen to me, coaching is everything. Why? Because think of Michael Jordan without Phil Jackson.
Right.
Think of Venus and Serena without Richard Williams. Like, yo, I just want you to picture Kobe without Phil Jackson. So coaching is critical, and here's what's gonna blow your mind. When you get to our level, you really need more coaching. Because we didn't exhausted all the stuff. You really need coaching.
After Jordan won his first championship, he didn't say, I think I've got it figured out on my own. I don't need a coach. He said, let me find Tim to train me. Let me find the mindset coach, the recovery coach, you know, make sure we're getting to the next level.
They said that LeBron, look at LeBron, what he's doing right now.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
Bro,
a 40, checking dunking on 20-year-olds.
Whoever had the arguments, you know what I'm saying? Because there were those of us who was alive.
Yeah.
We watched Jordan do his thing. But bro, what LeBron is doing right now, but when I do my research and not emotional about, oh, how is he doing it? Just, hey, no, when I do my research, he's spending 1.5 million on his body, in recovery coaching. And so you see the decision he made, and you see, okay, yeah, he was great. But that investment that he made in himself, these decisions are based on facts of experts, and then we're seeing the outcomes of it.
Yeah.
And so from 16 to maybe 25, you know, it was like, okay,
I'm gonna come to coaching some days I'm not, some days I'm going in, some days I'm not. And then my son was born. I was almost 25 years old, Jalen was born. And Jalen was born in 1995. And when Jalen was born, it was the day coach said to me, this is why I've been trying to train you. Because I wanted you to be the best father you could be.
Yeah.
And so you miss some classes, you miss some lessons. Your son is here now. He needs the best version of you.
Wow.
We can't repeat the mistakes of the past. And so I need you to hurry up. And so when Jalen was born, from that day forward, I remember when he was born, I held him. And it was kind of like he looked at me like, you the person that's gonna take care of me?
Wow.
And that was the day. And this is what a lot of you are running from. It's the R word. And I get it because it's tough. Responsibility.
Ooh.
That was the day where it's like, you gotta be responsible for somebody else.
Yeah.
You cannot, I've never played a video game since Jalen was born.
Wow.
I've read more books since Jalen was born. That first year or two that I ever read in my life. I took my career serious in speaking. I went deep, I went heavy. And I read everything. I was in the library like an addict, just studying and studying and studying. And it was because I didn't want some of the consequences of the past to come in this generation. And so for me, it was like, your son's here, you got to handle your business. And I just heard, I was more attentive. I started getting up at 6, and then I'd play this game. Daylight saving times would come. I would, say, don't follow it. Stay up at 5 is the new, and then the next year to 4, and then I got started getting up at 3. And I started getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning because it was still. There was no dogs outside. Nobody was driving around. The family was asleep. And I was like, okay, coach, I'm sorry. Let's go back over the lessons I didn't get, and let's go over the new lessons.
Wow.
Like, coach me.
You alluded a little bit about, this version of you is kind of speaking to your 16-year-old self and saying like, here's what you need to do. Stop doing that, start doing this. Like, whether that was you in the future or God speaking to you
In the future.
like, hey, this is what your higher self needs you to do right now.
Yeah.
What do you feel like your future self is saying to you now?
This.
Wisdom you need to hear to
this.
take you to the next
This. You spent all of your mature life pouring into people who can't do a whole lot for you. You spent some kind of way in your soul, you feel like, because of where you were and all these people that helped you get to where, so it's like you feel like you owe people to not be in mutual relationships. Like you feel like you're so blessed and you have so much. It's almost a survivor guilt that now you just gotta be with people who you gotta pull, and you gotta be with people that you got to beg to, and you gotta be with people who you just gotta bless, and you may not get nothing back. You're like, no. In this season, these relationships have always been there for you. But you haven't taken advantage of them because it's like, I gotta help and I gotta fix and I gotta help you, help you because somebody helped me. But you had to want it. You're helping people that don't even want to be helped. They want a handout.
Yeah.
They don't want to be helped. Now, the rest of your life, son, be in relationships where it's mutual.
Receive.
Get in these mutual relationships
man.
and get something. Man, it's crazy, but I had a couple things in my life that I wanted to accomplish and I didn't get them done. And I know it's not too late, but I kind of like got to that point where it's like, I just can't do it. Like I put forth a valiant effort and I just can't do it. And so he was like, oh, what was one of them? And I was like, what you just said, 100 miles, I wanted to run a marathon. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. You really want to run a marathon? And I was like, in my mind, yeah. So he was like, no, you for real? I said, bro, I'm not as for real as I can be about something that I want to do, but that I didn't do. Yeah. So he was like, oh, okay. I just finished speaking. And so I was like, let me check Tim out. And so right after it was over, so he was like, all right, well, if you want to run a marathon, come on. And I was like, what? He was like, come on, let's go get started. We'll do it together. And I was like, okay, bro, like right now? He was like, well, if you want to do it, when would be the best time to do it? And I was like, okay, I guess now. You can't run a marathon with someone who's never run a marathon. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a better chance of running a marathon with somebody who ran a marathon, like who really has the mindset, like they ran it, so they know what it takes. How many people
in your immediate environment, those people who are in your sacred circle represent people who are on the same mission as you? Or do you have a bunch of people on your list who are not on the same mission as you, and those individuals are pulling you down? I have cut off the people who are not on the same mission with me, and I've surrounded myself with people who have the same values, who have the same mindset, and people who want to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And we go to sleep and wake up talking about the dream. We go to sleep and wake up talking about the dream. We go to sleep to wake up, talk about what we did when we first started, talk about where we are, examining what we did right, what we did wrong. Listen to me, you gotta eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You gotta be possessed with the dream, and every single day you've got to wake up and put forth effort, because some days you're not going to feel like getting up, but the dream is going to push you. You wake up every single morning and you go after it. When you wake up, nothing is going to come to you. Nobody's going to give you anything. I still have to work, and when the sun comes up, I still have to get to run it. So you've got to ask yourself, what's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prod you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it. Everything you've ever wanted, son, you're right there. Not only will you have what other people don't have, you'll do what other people can't do. In order for you to be able to do what you need to do like a Tony Robbins, there's some things that you don't have in your arsenal that if you can just admit you don't have it in your arsenal, then you can go get it. But until you admit that you don't have it, you'll never be able to do it. If you know why you're doing something, it's easier to do it. When you don't know why you're doing it, it's hard. Or when the reason that you have to get up is not as strong as the reason why you need to stay in the bed, it's gonna be tough. I've got dreams, I have goals, there are things that I wanna accomplish, I'm not satisfied. Like I don't sleep well at night. The bigger your dream is, the more effort you're gonna have to put in. I look around at other people who are living a certain way, who are driving a certain way, who are experiencing life. And E.T., I want that, and I've robbed myself. I have not been true to myself. I've not done the things I need to do.
There's absolutely nothing you can't have, nothing. You can have whatever you want, but listen to me very closely. You will not have anything if you're not willing to put in sweat, blood, and tears. If you think I'm walking out of here next level,